Triple H could say, hey, we're gonna take care of you and all that kind of. I just, to be honest with you, Bill, it's just not in the heart anymore.
Hypothetically, strictly hypothetically, next week you get a call from Triple H saying, we're doing a Raw 30 anniversary coming up, or we're doing the Royal Rumble. We'd saw you come back. Would you like to be involved in the Royal Rumble, or maybe wrestle on Raw 30? So he's on the other end of the phone. What do you say to him?
Thanks, but no thanks.
And why? I mean, the fans would love it, of course.
I think it's too big of a stage for me. Okay. I had a real good showing 9 or 10 years ago. Well, maybe no, that was 12 years ago. 12 years ago with Jericho.
I remember that very well.
Yeah, I had a good showing, and God bless him, he took care of me too. So that was the really last Steamboat that people saw. That I felt at the time I was about 70% of the young guy. Mm-hmm. And I could carry my water, carry my weight, and that's the way I want it. And Triple H could say, hey, we're gonna take care of you and all that kind of. I just, to be honest with you, Bill, it's just not in the heart anymore.
Okay. All right.
It's just, I'm very happy with what I've done. I'm very happy with the support from the fans, even up to this day. When I do these appearances, the support is wonderful. It's great. I always try to find a way to give it back to the fans. So I'm the kind of guy that when I sign some autographs and take pictures, that I spend a little time with them, even if it's just a minute. Unlike some guys, they'll sign pictures and they want to keep the line going, keep it moving, and they're just signing, like an assembly line, And so I get fans 8 years old that come up to me and talk about the match with, me and Savage or Flair or something. I said, God, you're 8 years old. And the dad's standing right there, and he said, Rick, I could get on YouTube and show my son some of your matches because you were always my favorite. So that's kind of cool how they pass it along in generations.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
When you look back at some of those matches, do you look at it as critically at some of those matches? Like, why did I do that? Or do you look at it as like just enjoying the past?
God, I used to be critical of myself, especially in the early days at Mid-Atlantic.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. 77, 78, 70, those years. But once I got comfortable, I stopped being critical of myself because I truly felt I knew what I was doing at the time, at the moment. And I also understand I was probably in the ring with some of the best heels in the business.
Oh, my God. Yes.
They were all 5-star heels. They were all different characters. Their work rate was all different. And I learned something real quick. I learned something early on in my career that I was not to try and let the heel work to my standard. Mm-hmm. I would adjust and work to his. Mm-hmm. Almost like a chameleon.
Yeah.
So, one night I'm working with Blackjack Mulligan, 6'7", 340 pounds, right?
Yeah.
The next night I'm working with Ric Flair. The next night I'm working with Greg Valentine, who moves like a turtle, right? So I wanted to adjust my, and I could still get some of the Ricky Steamboat isms, in the match, but I would adjust to the work rate of the guy that I was in the ring with. And I don't know, they tell me afterwards, even like Jake Roberts and Don Morocco, they said, I've had my best matches with you.